The seagulls follow trawler. It's because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.
Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Don't back down, double down. Don't back down, double down.
Yes, Sunday night. I thought, why not? I'll just do a wee impromptu Bhoycie bus journey. I was sitting, kind of twiddling my thumbs a wee bit. I get bored easily. I was working earlier on, went on a wee walk, did some cooking, did some cleaning, and then I thought, do you know what? It's been a while since we played some Championship Manager on the bus. I know it might not be everyone's favourite thing in the world, but it's been a while since I've done a wee one-to-one on the camera as well, type of show without a guest on. And I thought, you know what, tonight I'm just going to bring up as many comments as possible. We can have some banter about current affairs, past Celtic affairs, the full what. So apologies if I've caught any of you off guard. We will finish around 11:15. It won't be a long show, but I just thought, you know what? Something to do, innit? I get bored very easily. Jamie Young's already asking, is this the end? My friend, the end. The beautiful friend, the end. Says Brown Warrior. Hell, McCallum's just buzzing at the buses running, and I love that as well. Hopefully you can all hear me okay. Hopefully you can see the screen. It's always easier when I've got a guest because they can go, can't I hear you, mate? But who knows? Who knows? In comes Joseph Agnew. Hell, Bhoycie. Here we go. Yes, mate. Joe Curran says it's great to be on the bus again. It's great to have you on the bus, mate. Great to have you on the bus. A very good evening, Brown Warrior, as well, my man. I mean, it's been a quiet Celtic week. I probably should have done one of these midweek this week. I've been really busy with work and stuff, and it's going pretty well. So I am focusing a wee bit on my work now, which is unlike me. But sometimes you've got to do it. I even did overtime today. I must have lost the plot. But I with hindsight, I probably should have done a Championship Manager stream or two in a quieter week. So I don't want to neglect the bus. So I thought, you know what? Tonight we'll do one. We're going to be back tomorrow. I might come on and do Fan Cam Live for the second half tomorrow. We'll go off for half an hour and then bring Jonathan on for the usual Monday Club. It'll be Monday Club stroke post-match pitch tomorrow after Tannadice, which I'm really looking forward to the football being back. I mean, I'm saying it like it's been a close season break almost, but that's what it feels like when we've not played for, I think it'll be 8 days come tomorrow or 7 days, something like that. I mean, like 8 days. I mean, it's a long time when you're a Celtic fan, so it's a welcome break, I think, for the players, but and as a supporter, I think it was at the right time, if I'm completely honest to you. But now I've kind of got the itch to see my team again. Do you know what I mean? So looking forward to tomorrow night massively. Where were we with championship match? I can't even remember. We're top of the league by 2 points. It is New Year's Day in 2003. Happy New Year, everyone. What age would I have been at New Year's in 2003? 15. Fucking hell. That's scary. That is scary. 15. Jamie Young's on the bus as well. Fantastic. Evening all. Good evening to you. John Devlin, the end of the beginning. Teresa is agreeing. You know, it's been a long weekend without the boys playing. It has. Kevin 14 says plus 14 goal difference. Have you worked at... No. We're more than that. Aren't we? Aye. You must be talking about real life, Kevin. Don't confuse me. I'm looking at this league table there now, thinking you were talking about Championship Manager. So we will go back in time a wee bit. As always, a big shout out to our sponsors, fanboyfootball.com. Do you know what we could do tonight? Since it's a small crowd, right? I'll do it. I've got a wee preview of the t-shirts. So you will be in like... Do you know what I mean? Like, this will be like an exclusive, you could call it. Eh? Give me 2 secs. Let me get it downloaded now. I'll let you see the t-shirt. This is my favorite. I'll show you one of the t-shirts. We're going to do 3. And what I will do is I'll show you my favourite one. This is my favourite one by a mile. I'm just saving it. I'm so shite with tech. It's unreal. Bhoycie bus T. There we go. Save that and we'll open it. Anyway, you just want to see the t-shirt. You just want to see the t-shirt. I think the idea is basically I've totally ripped off Pretty Green, right? That was the whole idea behind it. The whole circular logo that we came up with was all with I had a vision in my head that if we were to do some merchandise, then I'm a big Pretty Green fan. In fact, I'm wearing a Pretty Green t-shirt. The new Lovely and Gallagher and all that bullshit. So I thought, do you know what? This could work. So I've kind of ripped off his style a wee bit, but that, nothing wrong with a wee bit of plagiarism in the world, is there? Nobody ever complained about a bit of plagiarism, right? Right, okay, the photo's not working though. Some more people coming in, Haggis, Neeps and Attatis. That must be for the Endless Celts pod. Honestly, watch their quiz from Friday night. I've sent them like a video of my desk is like a whiteboard desk, so you can write on it and just wipe it. I mean, I had every round all written down. I was quite chuffed for my score. I think I beat all of them. And I took it seriously. It was like 1 a.m. by the time I finished it, but it was brilliant. Scott Melville, hey Bhoycie, hey mate, how are you? Toshti Coglu, Junior Malone, what a name. Good evening, Russell. Hope you're well. I hope you're well too, mate. Welcome aboard the bus. Stephen Tomlinson, yes, mate. Scott Howe, yes. Poi, would rather have played this weekend than Monday, to be honest. Me too. I agree with that. Ian didn't expect a Sunday bus. Hail to all the passengers. It's been a while since I've had one though where I can just pull up every comment and actually engage, because we're getting viewers now on the bus so regularly that I'm engaging with the viewers still, if you like, but they're now on screen, which is really cool. And like I say, I love that aspect of it because it keeps it as a real community. But today it's quite fun to get back just to, reading out the comments like it was right at the beginning. Hit the top 72. Oi, troops, hail. Is that you, Lanky? Lol. Evening, Bhoycie. William Dobbin. Legend, mate. Legend. Honestly, the quiz was just so good for so many reasons. Always brought a bit to it. The Endless Celts pod. Even if you turn this one off right now and go watch that quiz, it's so worth it. Take part in it as well. Honestly, it was just brilliant. For the No Gallagher impression, William his banter was brilliant. Stephen Tomlinson, absolutely clueless. How he did well in the quiz with us, I'll never know. It was epic. I think Franny spoke about 2 words the whole way through it, but he looked cool. I suppose that counts. Adam Apple, I'm too old for a Sunday night, even sitting down front. Lol, hail, troops, catch you tomorrow. No worries, Adam, mate. Absolutely sound. I know your real name's probably not Adam, but who cares? Oasis certainly plagiarised plenty of bands. That's a good point, Brown Warrior. I'm just playing them at their own game, or playing Liam at his own game. Frank Brennan. Jeez, so he's always moaning, Frank. I'm not even getting into the old Deed Club yet. Jackie Traquair comes in evening. All good to see you, Jackie. How are you? Hope you're well. Agnes Deeps to ties it with some laugh endless podcast. It really, I mean, I don't like to blow smoke up folks' asses and all that, but to be honest, you have to. You just have to. You have to watch it because it's just so good. It is so good. It was 100th episode, which I really think, they deserve a lot of praise for that. That's called sticking in. I mean, I'm crab it if I've, I don't know, like, I've done like 4 shows in a week. I can sometimes go, oh, it's a lot of work, man. It's not really, is it? It's great fun. I love the fact they've stuck at it. I think they're quite inspiring. I think we all have moments when we do things in life where, we, it's easy to give up, shall we say? Do you know what I mean? So I'm delighted that they've stuck at it. Always moaning. Moi. I'm only stating the facts, Bhoycie, FFS at the end. So that's another moan for Frank. I love it, mate. And sometimes you're right. I don't always agree with you, but it's all good, mate. That's what makes the bus. If we were all happy-go-lucky all the time, what would be the point in that, Frank? Do you know what I mean? We need people like you. The world needs it, mate. Right, let me show you the... Shall we do a wee exclusive on the tea? I think we should. Right, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to stop sharing Championship Manager very quickly. Because I know it's a small audience, so I don't want... I'm excited by it. It's quite basic, but I am really excited by it. And fanboyfootball.com, that boy is an absolute legend. He's worked tirelessly to try and help us do this, so I really do appreciate it. There we go. Right, here we go. Can you see it? Can you see it? I don't know if you can or not. That is cool. That is very much based on the Pretty Green tees. Do you know what I mean? In fact, in their launch in 2009, they had a black one with a lime font. So that was my idea behind all of this. That's not all. There's going to be one with a slogan. You can guess what the slogan is. And there's going to be a different colour variant of that one as well. They're all going to be fairly priced. It's really... I want to make one thing clear. I know there's a PayPal link at the bottom. I know some folk have put money donations in the comments. I know that merch is going to cost something, but it's really not my style to be trying to milk people. It's not. It just goes into funding like this channel and hopefully maybe get me a better camera eventually. What I want it to do is be self-sufficient so that if I'm buying equipment to influence it, we don't all have the luxury of a studio. So, every wee bit helps, but the merch, I can assure you, will not be $38.99 from some dodgy place. You know what I mean? I know the profit margin the wee fella makes on his stuff. So, trust me, we won't be doing any of that in the bus. It'll be something that's affordable. It'll be under £20, 100% the t-shirts. I know a standard tee, what is it, 25 quid these days? We'll be under the £20 mark, including postage as well. And that's not because the quality's been jeopardised. As fanboyfootball.com, they know what they're doing with it. This is a proven product, so it is well worth it. As for the gloves and the ball, no, they don't come into it. I sent Barkas one of the t-shirts, but he dropped it. I'd actually just sent Barkas the gloves. But I think the tees look... do you like it? Scott House saying there it's a good tee. There's got to be a Tim Tim tap, Russell, surely. We'll get like a cartoon image. All the podcasts seem to have cartoon images of themselves these days, eh? Jamie Young likes it. Helen says it's a smart t-shirt. William says the tee is cracking. Ian says it's smart. Big man, he likes it. Jackie likes it. Scott Melville likes it. Brown Warrior likes it. Martin Kay's doing a wee gig. No worries, Martin. We'll catch up soon, buddy. But hopefully folk are are going to be excited by it. It's something different. Again, I don't F about. We've been 3 months in, but you're getting milked before doing the other pod to sell t-shirts. I'm like, do my own, and I will not be trying to make the sort of profit margin that you would think. Honestly, I'm not like that. It's not my style. What you see is what you get with me, and it always will be the case. But we pretty green rip off there for you. That's basically the plan behind it. But I think that Adidas, like a dark Adidas zippy or a leather jacket, that t-shirt's going to look pretty cool. So that's a wee exclusive for you on this impromptu Sunday show. And hopefully folk like it and they buy it. If they don't, it's all good. When no one's losing anything, it's absolutely fine. Like I say, it's all about what we do on the bus. As long as we're having a good time in the bus, I'm happy. Do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to share the championship. I'm just going to get, there we go. Right. Touch the call. How much are you getting us to wear it, Bhoycie? Bit of balance. 2 for £3 in Turkey, says Kevin 14. Well, luckily, the Turkish market isn't my strong point, so maybe it'll be a wee bit more than that over here. Ian wants it before Tuesday. I know, mate, because I know you're going away. I'm gutted about that, but what can I do? Yeah, Brown Warrior, before we go into Championship Manager, I'm going to indulge in the Championship Manager a wee bit tonight as well, because I think it's good fun. Brown Warrior, John James, is that the blogger guy? I mean, I remember he was relevant like 5 years ago, but he was always talking about he was getting like abuse and stuff. But I don't know who the guy is for Adam, and I don't want anyone getting abuse or that, but he seemed a bit freaking... He seems a bit doolally. I used to read it, and then it all got locked. I think he was wanting money just to read these blogs, and you're going, mate, no one knows. If no one knows who you are or who your sources are for Adam, why the hell would I pay a fiver to read someone? It could just be utter pish. Let's be honest. At least I call my post-match shows what they are. Anyway, where were we with the old Championship Manager? It is season 2. As I say, it's New Year's Day. Happy New Year, everyone. Ronaldinho signs a new deal at Paris Saint-Germain. No minimum fee release clause. I was hoping to see one there. That is a shame. Still, I'll be in my home club. I'm looking for a new manager. Maybe the Bhoycie bus would be better off there. Oh, Rustico. I wanted him at centre-back. Damn. Here comes Scott Cameron. How you doing, young man? You all right? I love this. I've actually missed doing the shows on my own. As much as the guests are amazing, it's great getting to... I always try and bring up the comments at the bottom, but tonight we're going to be able to read out almost every single one, which will be good fun for the next... As I say, it'll not be a long show, but 20, 30 minutes. It's good fun. Wind down on a Sunday. Tell me how your weekend's been as well, by the way. I want to know. I want to know what everyone's been up to. I want to know the naughty, juicy stories as well. Not just like... Yeah, brilliant, Russell. Really quiet. Thanks for asking. I want to know who's made an absolute James Hunt here. That's how I want to know. I want to know who's got the fear. I want to, you know what I mean? I want to talk to people who are going to tell me the real, honest truth, not just tell me they've not been up to much. That's not what we want. I'm great, Scott. I've been working all weekend. I worked all day yesterday, 10 till 6. I did 3 hours overtime today. I've got a wee bit domesticated today. I've done my cleaning. I've done a couple of washes. I've done some cooking. So to round off the night, I thought, we can of beer. And do you know what the honest truth is? Right, I've been watching reruns on Netflix. Netflix is wasted on me, like, do you know what I mean? I don't get half the American type shows. So I've been rewatching, or I don't know why I pay for it. But I've been watching Men Behaving Badly. Just, I can remember it when I was young. But I don't remember each individual episode or any of the storylines. And they make you want to drink Stella Artois so much. I mean, I don't need much encouragement, as you know. I'm watching Men Behaving Badly every night. I'm like, that looks right good. Like, do you know what I mean? Oh, Ian, you're a legend. He was over visiting his son last night and put Friday's show up on YouTube and he enjoyed it. Yes, mate. I appreciate that, pal. I very, very much do. That's class. And listen, everyone's welcome on the bus. We know that, mate. We know that. Scott, I am good, mate. I am good. Adam Apple. See on StreamYard, right? I take it, is it a wee flag beside your name? Adam Apple. I can't see it. It just says like UA, it says beside it. Tell me what flag you've got beside you. Am I being stupid? Aye, give us a story, William. Give us a story. Watch Making a Murder. A murderer. Oh, no, I've seen that, to be fair. That was really good. So, some of you might recognise the goalkeeper I'm trying to sign here. He is of a certain vintage. He played at... He played for Man United briefly. He let an absolute... He did a Gilles Rousset. Remember Rousset against Laudrup in the Scottish Cup? No, I wouldn't want to remember it either. But aye, and he just let one through his legs. He did that on like his Man United debut. Never recovered and was almost released instantly. He was meant to replace Schmeichel initially. So he was obviously quite highly thought of. He doesn't look like he's keen on coming though. Jeez, I thought he did want to come. Why am I bidding for players that aren't interested? It says he is interested. Now he's not. Shall we go for Frey instead? Sebastian Frey's a better age as well. More of a glamorous name. Sorry, Massimo. Disappointed in you, son. Liam Miller, what a sin what happened to him as well, eh? Shocking. That season, Liam Miller, Martin O'Neill, again, I think had this strange reputation that he didn't introduce youth or anything like that. He was all about older players. Maloney scores against Stuttgart because he's replacing Henrik Larsson in the start lineup. Larsson broke his jaw, if you remember. Liam Miller, the 2004-05 season, I think it was, he makes his breakthrough. Was it 03-04? 03-04 it might have been, the Sevilla team, the Seville team. And he brings in Liam Miller, who is then scoring goals against Lyon and absolutely smashing at the Champions League. Different class. Ian's asking, who would you take in the semi-final? Honest truth, don't care. Any of them, Ian. It's the honest truth, and I'm not being over cocky about it, is everyone wants to avoid Celtic, including them. That is the facts of the matter. For us, I wouldn't fear anyone in the semi-final. Hampden's became our home from home over the last decade. We win at Hampden now. Remember Lennon's first spell, Ronnie Dylett, it was a bit of a hoodoo place. In fact, that isn't within the last decade, isn't it? Anyway, the last sort of 6-7 years, that is our stomping ground now. It's who wants to play Celtic. The answer's none of them. Celtic fear no one at Hampden. If I'm being honest, I would quite fancy our rivals in the final. I think it'd be a great way to round off the season, winning the league and then smashing them in the final. That would be nice. I'm not saying it would all pan out like that, but it'd be great if it did. Scored versus Lyon. Yes, he did. He scored a header touch to Koglu. Henrik Larsson set him up, cross, and then Larsson got an assist for Sutton as well. That's my wee history lesson there for you, big man. Frank's completely given up on the Scottish Cup for this season, since for me it's only ever been all about winning the SPL. Well, we are playing the Scottish Cup. We can't give up, mate. We've got to take part. And I hope that we win every competition that we enter. Good morning, Justin. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for joining us in an impromptu bus. There's over 40 people watching right now. I'm buzzing with that. Since no one knew the show was going on until 2 seconds before we went live. Fantastic to have my friend in Australia joining us as well. Superb, mate. Right, what's happening this game? Liverpool want Didier Agat. 9 million. Would you be tempted? I think it's too little. I think if they can trigger the 15 million release clause, I'll take it. Ryan Kelly's just finished watching tonight's Peaky Blinders. I know a few people that are watching that. I was saying to someone earlier, I was gutted that I've never actually got into it for the start, not because I don't like it. See, when everyone else is watching the series, it puts me off watching them. I'm such a... that's just being an awkward prick, isn't it, really? But it's the truth. I only watched Breaking Bad last year for the first time. I only watched Game of Thrones late last year for the first time. Ian would love a Hibs Celtic final, a green and white Hampden. Well, yeah, I get that. It's a beautiful sight. Absolutely is. Absolutely is. Yeah, I still want another keeper. It's just who to bring in. You need to get the right guy. This is tough. There's good goalies. There's Frey. We've got the money to afford Frey, though, don't we? Why was the bank looking? Oh, it's only 26 million in it. Oh, we got Kieran Dyer, didn't we? Well, we have spent big, £38.5 million. Not as much as Ange Postecoglou's apparently spent, though, this season, if I'm reading Twitter correctly. I think I'm reading that his rebuilds cost £40 million. I tell you what, I think the other side are a bit rattled when you're reading stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what are you talking about? £40 million. It's going up every time you hear from them. It's because they know we're doing well. Elfin Priest comes on. Good to have you on the bus, as always, mate. Scottish Cup could be the last chance for some Celtic players to stake a claim this season. We should rotate, but not put out a pure Mankey 11 like the Bodo second leg. Well, yeah, it was quite obvious, I felt, before a ball was kicked in Norway that Ange... Yeah, I'll be honest, I think he had given up on that tie. I think he knew, they were excellent at Celtic Park, and he was going to make some sacrifices to the starting 11. It's not what I would have done. I didn't agree with it. And we'll know by the lineup tomorrow, I think, again, how seriously he's taken it this time round. I've got to be honest, I think it'll be full strength tomorrow. I don't think there will be much rotation at all. Haggis Sneeps the tatties, I agree, mate. I agree. Brown Murray, I stopped watching BBC 5 years ago when I stopped paying the stealth tax and told them to shove it up Savills hole. How about that then? Quite right, mate. Quite right. The Curse on Channel 4 is a great wee watch. Postecoglou wants me just to buy Buffon. Unfortunately, he's at Juventus, so he's not interested in joining us at this stage as much as I would love him to be. I think if I could actually manage to win a game in Europe, that would help my cause in getting someone like Buffon and Postecoglou. So, I need to improve as a manager, I think, before that'll be happening anytime soon. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's a big game, though. Another big game. Look at the form from Diego Tristan there. 5 nines in a row. Just outstanding. Let's go. City's in good goal-scoring form as well. Still quite Hampden, but it's better. It's paradise. It's a green and white paradise, Ian. You know what I mean, mate? I've been around this channel the best part of this season. I honestly have no idea what the fuck Russell does on Sunday nights, lol. Is this Football Manager? Oh, yes, this is football management. Highest level, mate. Me and Frank were into binatone tennis, lol. Or binatone, I don't even know what that is. I do not know what that is. But the game I'm actually playing, Adam, is 20 years old. 20 years old, so, for some of the viewers, this might look as old as what binatone tennis does to me, or binatone tennis, whatever the hell it is. Scott Howe's got IPTV. It's very popular. It is very popular. Elfin says it's good to be back on the bus. I'm on the 2001 hoops. You know it. And yes, Hibs have shat it here. They've Hibsed it already, haven't they? This game is in the bag. And the good thing is it means we can do a wee bit of squad rotation. Not that, we're overexerting ourselves, the fact we're out of Europe already. But, hey-ho, get Stan Petrov off as well. Get Big Ibrahim Said on, our Egyptian. Frank doesn't even know what it is, and he was just told he was playing it. 6-0. This is a good start. Sunday nights, this is working out all right, isn't it? Hibs have spuzzed it again. Tostikoglu, what about Khan? Not Amir Khan. I think you mean Oliver Khan. He's Bayern Munich's #1. Sadly, again, out of our reach. So this list here, Tostikoglu, what I'm searching for, these are sorted in order of valuation that are interested in joining Celtic at this moment in time. So the best one is Van der Sar. I mean, I think it's too much money for a 32-year-old that has conceded a lot of goals. Put it that way, 47 and 29. We could bring Dudek back or not. Kawaguchi looks good. We could add to our Japanese contingent like Ange would. Serini. Remember he went to Ipswich. Shea Given. It's a wee bit tempting. Wee bit. Adam Binatone was the make it came. Was the make it came with a tennis game and a shooting game early 70s. I am lost. Campos! Tostikoglu, Georgie Campos. Yeah, I know, Brown Warrior, you're saying Oliver Kahn, but he's not interested in coming, otherwise he'd be on this list. Thomas Sorensen, he's available. He's conceded 61 in 31 games. Just no. Maybe we don't need a goalkeeper. Maybe David James, Neil Lennon's favourite. Maybe we don't need a keeper just yet. Well, we could wait to the summer. If we win the league, we'll hopefully be straight in the Champions League. Scott Howe, the boxing was mad last night. I have never seen a guy go through the ropes like that in my life. It was like signing for WWE, do you know what I mean? Or WWF, deciding on your vintage. But it almost looked fake. Do you know what I mean? Like the way it went out, it was actually quite scary to see. And I'm glad that he's okay now. Fair play to them both. Both had a right good go. It was bonkers. Javi brought. I mean, Stephen Tomlinson comes in. I mean, Francisco Javier Sanchez Broto. It's got to be one of the best names ever to sign for Celtic, doesn't it? Francisco Javier Sanchez Broto. I just love that. I just absolutely think that is an iconic name. I don't know, it's about 14 names rolled into one. But it's a great name. And I actually think, do you know something? I know you put a winky face there, Stephen, but honest opinion is, Martin O'Neill had a bit of a blind spot with keepers. Dare I criticise Mon? I love Martin O'Neill, I do. But I genuinely think with the goalkeeping side, I think Sanchez Broto was the best out the lot he signed. Always looked so assured. He was about 31, 32 when Celtic signed him. And he was so unout of place. And I thought Hedman was like a rabbit in the headlights, despite the fact he had 60 caps for Sweden. He absolutely shat the bed at Celtic. I thought Rab Douglas always had a blunder in him in the big games. Which was, he was an honest big professional, Rab. He just wasn't of that level. Do you know what I mean? And then for me, I mean, the funniest thing was David Marshall landed on our laps because Douglas gets the red card at halftime against Barcelona, and 18-year-old David Marshall plays. But for me, what he did in those first 2 games for Celtic, if you remember, not his first 2 games, but he comes on the second half at Celtic Park and he scoops the ball over Saviola's head. A scoop, not a chip, scoops it over his head to pass to Didier Agata, I think it was, at right back, or Jackie McNamara, one of the two. And you're going, that was ballsy. That was ballsy. Then the away leg, David Marshall has the game of his life. And then I actually think his game at Ibrox 3 days later, he might have been even better. And we beat them 1-0. He was outstanding. And there was a bit of me that thought, if he's been under your nose the whole time, how's it took a red card for him to be in that first team? Were you worried about his youth or his age? Who cares? And I think he could have easily have been in that starting lineup earlier than what he was. I know he was young when he went in it, but I've got to be honest. That would be Martin O'Neill's Achilles heel. Would have been picking a goalkeeper. I mean, he did sign a good one in Brotto. I think he was the one that I think he underused him, if I'm completely honest with you. But again, it's nitpicking. But I suppose folk will look at the UEFA Cup final and say, well, you know, if we did have a better keeper in then, we might not have lost. I think Anthony Emmy's finished. I think he is finished. Dear. Akinfiev at CSK Moscow. Is he around yet? I think he might be too young in this. We'll check, though. Don't worry about that. No, Akinfiev. I mean, here, just on a completely non-Celtic note, right? Is it just me, or should Chelsea not have been wearing like the branding of 3 and I think it's Hyundai? Did they not withdraw all their stuff? So Chelsea basically can't afford to get plane strips ordered things, they can't spend any money. Just because you said a Russian player there, that's what made me think of it. I can't think of it happening to a nicer club, by the way, but trust me, I'll get the jelly and ice cream out if they were to go bust. I mean that. Honestly. Get it right round them. Horrible bastards. The fans, I don't mean the players. When the players are from all corners of the globe, it makes no odds, the fact they play for Chelsea is just for money. But you watch the supporters, they're all arseholes. Oh, Pataudry next. Right. I better pay attention to the game here, eh? I've put in a bid for Russia's #1 goalkeeper. I really shouldn't be condoning that, but you made me think he is a good goalie, Brown Warrior. Not Akinfiev, but Nigmatulin's very good in the game. So I will try to get him in. Taribo West is having a great season. Look at that average rating, 7.96. Valharen, an average rating of an 8 out of 10 after 23 games. They both start. Petrov's flying. He'll play the holding midfield role. Sorry to Ibrahim Saeed. Kieran Dyer, our new signing. 2 games, 1 goal, 2 assists. He plays. Look at the form of Alex. 9 assists and 17. It's how we get Nakamura. How do we fit Nakamura into this team? Bobby has 21 assists this year, but I'm going to play Naka as the DML. I'm going to put Bobby on the bench. And then up top, we are sorted. Diego and Sutton, Henrik in between. Yep, love it. Yeah, 20 grand for travel. I mean, it's wild, isn't it? But apparently though, the thing is with that, there's a catch because they've actually paid for their travel in advance or something, so it's not actually going to be that they're on Ryanair flights at all. And I mean, if the players weren't happy with it, they could put their hand in their own pocket, you know what I mean, and get a private jet themselves, I'm sure. Fans can't buy next year's season tickets. That is funny. I honestly just think that always at some point, English football the bubble was going to burst. I thought it might have been a TV deal fell through a wee bit like, remember when ITV Digital fell through with the championship? I think it was still called Division 1 at that time. It was too much money being invested. I actually think when you look at English football right now, I know there's some games on Amazon, Sky, BT, My understanding is BT are trying to withdraw from their sport aspect of their channel. They're actually going to go back to focusing on broadband and stuff. And the zone was very close to buying BT's rights to football off them. Now, interestingly, I think the next deal, even though there might be more platforms that you can watch on, I don't think English football carry on growing in terms of the billions they pay for the rights. I really don't. And I think once you've got one toxic entity in it, like Chelsea, that there's going to be question marks. It's not good for brand reputation when sponsors are pulling out of one of your top 4 clubs, things like that. It's an overinflated league as it is. I think the money that goes about in it is disgusting. I don't think it's based on quality. I think it's just based on pish. It's plastic. When Watford can afford 100 grand a week, there's Bournemouth had players for 100 grand a week and an average gate that's less than Aberdeen's. It's just all bullshit. It was about time you've seen someone's bubble burst. And, I will lose no sleep if shit was to come down the pipe for Chelsea. And it looks like obviously it is. And if it has a knock-on effect, I think it will be healthy for European football to try and get this back more on a level sort of playing field here. I mean, there's a lot of Diddy English teams that are spending money way beyond, they've probably got wage bills on par with Bayern Munich, mid-table sides in the English Premier League. It's just nonsense. Like, as Roy Keane would say, nonsense. It absolutely is. Bubble burst, you are right, says John Devon. Well, fingers crossed, I won't care. Every market has a ceiling, Brown Warrior. I agree with you, mate. And Elfin, yes, it is Neil Scally in the squad. I don't know. I mean, Elfin, you're saying that you had him in a squad before. If you ever want to play Championship Manager, it is a free download at champman0102.net. I mean, it gives me hours of fun, I'll be honest to you. I'd be sitting here playing it probably if I didn't come on to do the stream tonight. I thought, why not just stream a wee show tonight live? And it's a very clever game because you can get through it quicker than you can with Football Manager. Although, I think when the next Football Manager comes out for next season, I am going to get engrossed in it and I will do live streams of that. And I think that might get us a wee bit of a younger audience on the channel as well, because the average age watching, not that it bothers me, but I'm amazed that it just shows you how unhip I am. I thought we would have maybe quite a lot younger viewers. The average age of viewers who watch the Bhoycie bus is the vast majority are over 40, put it that way. And I get all the analytics on YouTube. It's fascinating. I get very few people in their 20s that watch it. So I'm thinking, got to appeal to the masses one way or the other. Maybe we'll do some Football Manager. But it takes so long. It just, I don't have all day to play it. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if I did have 24 hours, then I would do it. Scott, I hate the EPL. It's sold. I could not agree more with that. Crap atmosphere and overhyped games. Mate, you've nailed it for me. I really struggle with it. I really, really do. I watched the Manchester Derby last Sunday and I watched all the analysis after it with Roy Keane. Not even saying it for banter's sake. The post-match analysis for Roy Keane dwarfs what you're watching on the park. And that's the best team in the league that you're playing. It's boring. The players are so soulless, just like the league is. There's no characters. It's all just players that are they're like robots. Everything's so well drilled into them. No one's a maverick these days. There's none of that anymore. There's no battles really that you could talk about on the pitch either, where there's a bit of fire, a bit of needle. Nothing like that. Adam watched Brighton v Liverpool. The atmosphere was absolutely shocking. It really, really doesn't surprise me. Oh, Frank, have a day off. 40 and over is young, Bhoycie. That's not what I said. It's not. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying it's older than me. That's the audience, mate. Come on. What age am I, Russell? I'll give you 3 years either way. Tosh Cogler, Junior Malone, you are 39 years old. Ian is in his seat at the front of the bus. Mate, shotgun. I like that. D-Mac comes in. Good evening to you, pal. We're just having a wee bit of fun, having a wee bit of banter, mainly in the comments tonight, and playing some Championship Manager in the background. Very relaxed show. There's no agenda, no talking points tonight, no schedule. I'm just chilling, having a beer. Just thought, why not go live? I know I've been raving about the Endless Celts quiz, and genuinely do watch it and take part in it. Take 2 hours out one night and do it. It's great fun. That's the last time I'm going to say it. They'll be getting red next. But the other one I watched today was the Celtic the Thunder, Ryan 118, sort of one of his spin-off shows. Outstanding. They all bring a wee bit to them. One of the boys is hungover as hell. Ryan McGinley's like, I don't know, a mini journalist in the making. But he talks a lot of sense. I mean, I like his points of view. And Ryan at the front, he's a total maverick of a host. And I might be a decade older than him. God knows, probably more. But I really do relate to his charm, his cheekiness. And the whole show, I mean, they're doing a quiz at the end. So, hey, I'll take that as a wee doff of the cap. But I've got to say that I thought it was a really, really enjoyable podcast from them as well. And it's great watching all these different ones, and I wish them all well. Not as well as I wish my own. That's all right, though, isn't it? Yes, Tosh the Coglu. 40 in November there. Fantastic. I'm the king of this game, mate. I am the king. Scott Cameron wants me to guess how old he is. 41. 41. That is my guess there. And yeah, you're right. The Celtic Thunder, it is a really good show. Elfin Priest, Ryan and the boys are class. I'm glad you're saying that. I generally just have got nothing but warmth there. Love these chat man streams, Bhoycie, says Scott Melville. I know, and I've not really focused on it, mate. So thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Like I say, it's not just all about the chat man on these streams. I like to take the opportunity to get more engaged with every comment that comes in as well. Scott Creamer, the wee fella wants you back. If he gave you free reign of the other pod's bulletin, would you go back? Not in a million years. You know, he can run and he can take a run and jump for all I care. You know, he doesn't give anything free reign. He's a boring, sad little person that I've got absolutely no time for. I mean, I've got to be honest, we all know someone's made a recent comeback on that show. And it's brilliant that he does his announcement on Twitter. We're delighted to have that said person back. He was radio silent when her shit hit the fan. And I'll tell you this as well. It's very ironic that he's got her back. I'm a wee bit, I think she's, a great person. I'm a bit disappointed she's went back because he never had her back when she, we all know what happened, losing the job, etc. But what he did do, interestingly, and I've got the voice note, and he knows I've got the voice note. That's why he's always very radio silent on me, because he knows I just tell the truth. He left me a voice note, basically saying that the team that we were, the other pod team, he was saying were almost out of order because they were worried about their own jobs in the wake of someone losing their job. And he says, where was all this when I got abused 9 months ago? I've got it on my phone. You wouldn't believe how twisted this idea is. I'm like, mate, it is your job though. Of course you're going to get abused. Your salary to do it, you clown. So I find it remarkable, that he's managed to get her back. But each to their own. I think she's excellent at what she does. It's an asset for their pod to have her on. I really do believe that. But I'm kidding on that. He's delighted to. Well, he's not kidding on me. He said, "Oh, we're delighted to have her back." He never backed her though when really publicly that was needed at the time. In fact, instead, he sends me a voice note making it all about him. Sad little man. Scott Cameron, 42. So I was a year out with you, mate. That's not bad at all. Brown Warrior, I'm not bringing up the comment, but yeah, of course that's what I'm speaking about. Yeah. The Jungle Gym, Scott. I am gonna try that one. I've not listened to it properly yet. I was a bit disappointed I got a message on Friday night from one of the pods, and I was meant to be going on it tonight, and then they just announced they were doing it early. Never actually got in touch with me to tell me, like, it's off. My night was kind of planned around their pod. A bit disappointed in that. I'll not name them, but if you're going to message someone and say we would love to get you on the show, then give me a time and a date, and then just announce it on Twitter that we're going live at 6 now, not 8. I was disappointed in that. Stephen Creamer's back in, and he says 4 Tims are class, mate. They are class. I absolutely love them. Tony is just the man. No one says the word pish quite like Tony. In fact, see, for an advert for next season, advertising post-match pish, I might get him to do like the voiceover, just so I can even say post-match pish, because he used to always call Celtic pish last season under Neil Lennon, and the way he says it is so good. So good. Hi, Scott Cameron says the Jungle Gyms is class as well. I'll need to check it out. I will need to check it out. Stephen Bonner, if you guess my age, will I be amazed? I can't just do it based on like nothing though. I mean, obviously I'm basing it on some of the patter I've seen in the comments over a few months, Stephen. I've not got much to go by with you, mate. Celtic Down Under is good. Yes, I have been on it before. I did a show with I mean, it was funny. Ian sent him a message on Twitter saying his podcast is tired and boring. It's just the truth. He replied, and he was totally patronising. Never. He's the most patronising man in the world. It's self-indulgent patronising. Juddy deserves a mention as well, as pods are top class. There's totally different, eh? The vlog thing. I know he's a very ambitious young man. I wish him all the best. I mean, it's my ambition is to just make sure we keep 50 to 100 folk watching on live on nights like this. We can all have a beer. I've not got any ambitions to crack YouTube or anything like that, but I thoroughly admire the work ethic and drive and determination the likes of Juddy show. Best wishes to him. Simple as that. But the vlog is, don't worry about that. Yeah, technicality, Scott. It is a vlog, but it's brilliant. Jim Dolan late on the bus. That's all right, Jim. It was an unexpected bus, mate. 20-minute Tims is a good pod. I'll be honest here, I heard him on, I think it was a Graham Spears show with Tony Haggerty, one of the guys for 20-minute Tims, and he was a patronising prick to Tony. I actually didn't like him at all. I thought he came over as an absolute bellend. I don't know which one it was, but I did not like the way he was speaking. He was talking over Tony all the time. And I'm not being biased because I knew Tony. I generally was listening to it going, what is this? Don't know them personally, but I didn't like the way he came over that day anyway. So I've never listened to the show in the back of that. A bit of honesty as always from me. Yeah, I mean, 5 days a week is a lot. Sometimes less is more. I get that, but I suppose there's a familiarity to it, and they've got a lot of people that log on at lunchtime every day, even if they're not enjoying it. 67 Hill Hills Hamish is decent. I'm a minute. Yep. Hamish does a funny wee post when he's listening. I watched his show on. Is it Friday with Scott McDonald? He's like pursing his lips, listening. His head a wee bit tilted, he's listening to Scott McDonald. I think there's actually a wee bit of a kid in him, you know what I mean? Like, he's obviously Scott McDonald, someone he's grew up watching playing for Celtic, and I think unintentionally you're watching the guy kind of just still in admiration that he's like, and you're loving the fact he's got this guy in his show. I thought there was a bit of charm with that. Very good, very good. Edward Diver, Juddy is by far the top vlogger. Yeah, I mean, he's doing brilliant at it. There's just no getting away from it, and very clever the way he does it. It kind of takes you in his day that day. Do you know what I mean? It's very well done. I respect it massively. Hearts away next. Jeez, Pittodrie then Tynecastle. We're only 2 points clear in the league as well. I don't know if I'm getting a bit of feedback there. Hopefully you can still hear me okay. Right. Deny that. We're not selling today. Although I may well lose players if I don't start winning in Europe. I mean, I know we're out of it altogether this season already. Again, it was before Christmas. You know it, Ryan Kelly. You know it. Ian says, E-Tims and the Homeboys, the only two worth listening to after your good self. Yeah, thanks, Ian, mate. Love it. Scott likes Big Tony in the other podcast. Me too. Tony's a good guy. Trust me. He is a good guy. Well, I'm not the biggest fan of the other one, to be honest with you. I met him once, you know. Nah, not that impressed with him at all, to be honest with you. Patronising, so desperate to be ITK. It's sad. I actually feel sorry for him, you know, trying to be so in the know about everything, like ahead of the curve. I know this is forwarded. I mean, honestly, see the amount of pish him and the boss man used to send, like thinking, honestly, Andrei Shevchenko was meant to be taking over for Ange in October. That's how much shite they talk, honestly. That is just funny. It's funny. Keep the faith, says Contuck, and Rust Ball. European treble incoming next season. I know. We need to make sure we win the league this year, though. There's only 2 points in it at the top. And we've got a tricky run of fixtures. I mean, this is difficult Tynecastle now. Not really looking forward to it, if I'm honest. But let's do it. We can do it. Of course we can. We're Celtic. This is the Bhoycie bus. This is what we do. But this could be another tricky one for us. Let's go again. Fawning. Ryan Kelly should have added endless Celts to that comment. The quiz the other night was great. I've said it 3 times now on the show, mate. Absolutely awesome. It was awesome. They way overran and ended up costing me some viewers. But I let them off. Because once you'd started that quiz, you couldn't turn it off. Do you know what I mean? You couldn't. And I did it. I did the Double Doon show with Chris Kerr, another brilliant guest for the viewers. And by the way, see what's having a laid back chat. Surely one of you guys are wanting to come on now. Ryan Kelly, your name's up. Come on the Bhoycie bus, mate. Don't be shy of doing it. Everyone who's done it is glad they've done it. That is the honest truth. So do not be shy. You know, get involved. Drop me a wee DM on Twitter or send us an email, ourboys@mail.com, and come on the Bhoycie bus, do the Double Doon show, talk some Celtic with me, and then once you've done that, I'll then get you on for a post-match piss show because your confidence will be up. Anyone's welcome to do it. Don't be shy in getting in touch. Don't think you can't do it because you can. 100% can. 2-1. I thought we were looking cushed. Oh, Alex. Yeah, remember it's not Alex, it's Alex, I've decided. Just us, Tim's. Yeah, that seemed a bit crazy. Russell, could we do Russell plus 2 viewers head to head? I'll be back. Stephen, you need to know your history, big man. Your performance was awful on that quiz on Friday. Pitiful, mate. Never thought he was like that, but now I think about it, when it was the 2 of you on Screamadelic, you never got much of a word in. Well, no, I think I did. I think, you know, it was all right that way. It's just very strange desire to know more about Celtic's ongoings than what they actually do. I find that a really strange mindset. Desperate to go, word round the campfire is, I don't get that mentality. Just admit you don't know fuck all. Someone's leading you up a garden path, you know. This is the guys that had the Great Pantheon on their show and then did a public apology the next day that people maybe thought it was Lennon's agent, Riley, Martin Riley. Just to categorically guarantee you, that was not Martin Riley. But it was. Oh, tied up in knots by Lennon and Riley. Honestly, don't get me wrong. I thought when Riley was on the show, he was tied up in knots, but not by the host. I mean, he was, funnily enough, he was missing in action, but you know, it's just so funny that he came out the next day and then denied it. I was like, why are you telling people it wasn't him when it was him? Oh, because he says it wasn't, but it was from his email address. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, it was so funny. See, looking back, hilarious. Great Pantheon. And he kept calling him, and so Great Pantheon. Imagine making that big a fool of yourself, and then the next day going, just so everyone knows that wasn't Martin Riley. I can assure you I've had a phone call from him. But of course he's denying it was him, because he got schooled by the lawyer that was on the show, you know what I mean? Daniel MC comes in, how you doing, buddy? You all right, mate? And he said Lenny's agent. It was a classic, Daniel, wasn't it? An absolute classic. I think the lawyer did have the better of the debate, if I'm honest with you, Daniel. But what I would say is the disclaimer was Martin Riley knew he could either win the debate, and that'd be fine if the rumours went round that was who he was. And he knew if he lost the debate, he was just going to call back the next day and go, oh, you better not be letting people think that was me, because it wasn't me, by the way. Sorry, Great Pantheon. We apologise to the Great Pantheon. That was not It's the best thing ever when you look back at it. Honestly, and he's looking down his nose at us. Absolutely outstanding. Oh, mate, he got an automated reply, I think, from Ralph Rangnick that basically said, we can't do the interview. And spent the next 3 shows going, we got a reply from Ralph Rangnick, Shut up, mate. Honestly, actually embarrassing. Oh, oh my God, Stephen Kramer, I know. I mean, that's award-winning, apparently, multi-award winning. Oh, shut up. You're eating deep-fried haggis, mate. You know what I mean? With some Z-list celebrity. Scott, you're the man, mate. I was the best on the other point. I spoke the truth. That's the thing. It turns out that makes you divisive, apparently. Never, ever, ever will I sell my soul to the devil. Do you know what I mean? Or as the Stone Roses sang, I don't need to sell my soul. It's already in me. Just tell the truth, man. And see when I've got it wrong, by the way, like I got it wrong big time with Ange Postecoglou. Doesn't bother me. Just admit it. I actually I laugh at myself now how much I didn't expect it to work the way it has. That's it. Who cares? Like, you get it wrong. It doesn't mean like you don't need to be always right. And, everyone's got an opinion on Celtic and football. And I think when you're on a platform that's getting 10,000 views a day or whatever, it's very important to actually give your opinion as opposed to trying to juggle being liked and not liked and basically just sitting on the fence the whole time. Really not my style. Yeah, I agree, Contact. I really do agree. Yes, only as good as your last game podcast. That is honestly what a boy Regan Stevenson is. Great friend of mine. We went to the Open Goal show in December together. It was an amazing evening. And Regan's coming on the Double Doon show this week. So really, really looking forward to that. And Ange Postecoglou mentioned a bus. Oh, we were speaking about it on Friday. I wonder if I've still got the quote. Give me 2 seconds. I think I do. There we go. You either jump on board this bus at the first stop, second stop, or third stop, but you are never going to stop this bus. Brilliant from Postecoglou that. He watches it, eh? He did. Right. We'll make this the last game of the night. Who have we got? Celtic at home to Motherwell. Come on, I'm feeling confident here. Very confident. Let's have a right go. Bobby Pett and a guy at wing back. Simpler times in life, wasn't it? Simpler times. Mikey Cole, have I ever met? No. I think he blocked me on Twitter. I don't even know why. But I thought, yeah, I'm sure he blocked me on Twitter. I don't know if I had him anyway. I don't know if he's sound or not. Don't really care. Not my. Don't care. But no, I've never met him. I've absolutely never met him. There is only one bus, Bhoycie. We'll be on it. Gary McDowell. Legendary, mate. Legendary. Elfin Priest, it's all coming back. Remember, mate, it's a free download. If you're gonna, don't get me wrong, you'll need to take a week off work on the sick, because you'll be that addicted to it. But Championship Manager is there as a free download now. 10-0 was a bit ambitious. Do you know what? It was a bit ambitious, but I actually felt when we won. See, what that was based on, we won 6-0 twice in the space of 3 games. And in that time, we'd registered 120-something shots on goal in 3 games. So I said, by the law of averages, if we start converting our chances better, 10 is so within the realms of realistic. I think the 2 games, we scored 6 goals. We'd had over 30 shots in each game. Over 30. So it was 1 in 5 were going in, which is, just, below probably the standard ratio for shots on goal going in. So there was a bit more logic to it. And yeah, of course, it's fanciful, but it made good talking point as well. Do you know what I mean? Scott, you're on the 25th. You are on the Double Doon show, mate. I can't wait for that. It'll be great to meet you, mate. Don't worry about making an arse of yourself. No one makes an arse of themselves, mate. No one does. It's quite tough when you're on the spot as well. I think the questions are harder, than when you're watching it in the comments. Do you know what I mean? Got to love Big Tosh. Does he? I didn't know that, but that is funny. Makes me laugh. Oh. This is a home game. We don't lose home or drop points in home games. Oh no. Just calm it down. Come on. Oh, Naka free kick. Sound familiar? Ah, Sutty. There we go. Gary is, without doubt. Yeah, Yussi Kuyala, he is a good young talent in the game. Yeah, it is going to be a banging Monday, Scott. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. True, Russell. There was something back in the air then. You're absolutely spot on. On that note, will we leave it or will we play Rangers? We'll play Rangers for the last game, since it's an impromptu show. So tonight you've been able to see the T-shirts for the first time. You've basically been able to have every single comment engaged with, because the show's obviously a wee bit less busy, which has been great. I've loved it. It feels like it was back to the Bhoycie Bus roots tonight, And now we'll finish off playing our rivals. So this now means whether the programme ends on a high or on a low. What's everyone thinking? It's tough, eh? It is tough. At the top, we need Stilian Petrov in. I want Taribo West playing. Let's have. Cheers, Stephen, mate. Appreciate it, buddy. I really do. Scott, are you doing a watch along tomorrow? I might do the second half tomorrow night. I definitely cannot do the first half, but I might do the second half, which could still be fun. And then we'll definitely do the normal post-match push, which will be a combination of the Monday Club, because Jonathan will join me, and we'll do that from 10 o'clock onwards. Might not be a full hour, just purely because we've all got work in the morning. Do you know what I mean? Right, let's do it. Let's go Ibrox. Let's do it. Uh-oh. I'm already regretting doing this. We should have just left on a high. You always just want to play one more game, eh? One more game. Get into them, says Gary. You know it, mate. No pressure. I know. How much does the merch cost? Not worked out the actual price yet, but like I say, I'm going to ensure it's under £20 for a t-shirt, which I think, if you've seen the profit margin, you'll know I'm not taking the piss, put it that way. I'm trying to be I don't want it to become like that, but I also know people like to be a part of something. They want the t-shirt, they want that that thing. And obviously it's you've got to order them and stuff, so there's got to be some sort of profit made, but I'm not going to be ripping it. He's scored loads against us before in this fixture, that Richard Knopper, whatever he's called. Oh, he's done it again. We were 19 games unbeaten. I don't believe it. That was my team when I used to play in the Championship Manager Super League. That's why it says Hala, by the way, just before you're all sitting confused going, what on earth is that? What does that mean? There we go. Right, come on. Oh, Tristan. It's the hope that kills you, so they say. Come on. Oh, we hit the post. Defeat on the last game. Bhoycie out. Oh, we're second in the league with 10 to go. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Anyway, I will see you all later. We will be back tomorrow night. Back to action, mate. Cannot wait. Do the design yourself. Don't rip off old kits. Oh, no, I've already showed the design. Catch up on the channel, Daniel, on the show tonight. And after about 10 minutes, I showed the T-shirt. So you'll like it, mate. I'm sure you'll like it. It's done anyway. The design is done, so hopefully you like it. If not, we're gubbed. Anyway, thanks to everyone who's watched. I've really enjoyed tonight. It's been a wee off-the-cuff night. Brilliant interaction in the comments, as always. Thanks to you all. Play some music, and I'll see you all later. Cheers.
Some of his comments about me deliberately trying to cause controversy. Well, I work in the media now. And you've got someone sitting there next to you who's an embarrassment to the media profession. He's an apologist. He's a charlatan.